House of Horror is a home for pranks. Written and directed by Bob Gale, shot by Rick Boda, with music by Alan Silvestri. Based on a story from Tales from the Crypt number 21, drawn by Harvey Kurtzman. We all know a house rumored to be haunted. Are you brave enough to step inside? Everyone lounges around the frat house, except Henderson, Waters, and Arling. 3 pledges forced to clean the place in their underwear using only a toothbrush. Wil Wheaton barges in, tracking in a whole new mess, and making their lives more of a living hell. He explains to a terrified Arling the threat of the Wall of Shame.
Quit! Go up on the Wall of Shame. You never become a member, and we haze you as long as you go to this school. That's what happened to this punk asshole quitter, D.D. DeWitt. DeWitt chickened down on a test of courage. He didn't have it, so he quit. Only we never let up on him. We drove him crazy. We made his life a living hell. DeWitt ended up degraded, debilitated, and defunct. He had a nervous breakdown. It was great.
Back to cleaning. Tonight is the test of courage. The pledges huddle about what they would like to do to Les.
Break his neck. Wait for him one night behind the door. When he comes in, wham! Crack him in the head with the baseball bat. Fuck the baseball bat. I'd use a shovel. Yeah. Or an axe. Or a chainsaw.
The doorbell rings. A crawling Arling opens the door to the sight of Mona. She's the president of a newly opened sorority and is interested in making it the fraternity's sister house. Pledge Master Les believes this to be a sorority prank. He invites her and the girls to witness the test of courage. That night, the blindfolded pledges are driven to the site of their final test. Wil Wheaton is waiting for them. The comic transports us to the year 1934. Henderson, Waters, and Arling wait outside the haunted Palmer house for their initiation ritual. Wil Wheaton puts the fear into them, giving the 3 newbies one last chance to back out. All of them are game. Les hands them their lanterns and orders the pledges to wait in the attic, while flashing the lantern out of the 1st and 2nd floor windows on the way. The TV shows Wheaton gives his pledges the exact same challenge. Henderson is first. Mona wishes the cocky boy good luck. Les brags to Mona and his friends that he rigged the house with ghostly gags to spook the pledges. They're in for a good laugh. The show lets us witness Henderson inside the dilapidated home. Outside, we see that tonight's scares are brought to us by technology.
Hey, great coughing, Sparks.
We caught him at the hospital lung cancer ward, then pumped him up on the synthesizer.
They see the lantern in the 1st floor window, followed by the 2nd.
It's supposed to be the ghost of an axe murderer, not a chainsaw massacre.
Artistic license.
Just shit can that effect, Sparks.
One down, one to go.
Jesus, that sounded like Henderson.
Minutes pass. No sign of Henderson in the attic. Perhaps it's a ruse, attempting to trick the frat. Or maybe he's just chicken. Les orders Waters to go in next. Waters shakes as he enters what he believes is a real haunted house. Seeing Waters' terrified face through the window, everyone wonders what exactly Les did to the house. Nothing more than placing a few cobwebs and some squeaky steps and doors. How tame next to the TV series, where Arling spots a hooded figure with an axe through the 2nd floor window. Waters encounters the sound effects and some strawberry jelly blood, and this sick joke.
Shit, it's real! Sick, Wilton! Very fucking sick!
Wilt must have wrestled from med school.
I told you to lose that chainsaw.
Waters doesn't make it to the attic either. Les scolds Arling for planning a prank with the other pledges. Arling swears he doesn't know what's happening and is too scared to enter the house. Les changes that with a threat in the comic or a $100 bet in the show. Hey, Arling can spend that money on Mona. All Arling has to do is make it to the second floor. He searches for his friends inside the house as Les amps up the scares. Watch out, Arling, there's someone behind you. The whole gang finds the screaming Arling. Les reveals the haunted house legend is fake, nothing more than something to scare pledges. He shouts for Waters and Henderson to come down, but the deal was that he would fetch them out of the attic. The ghost sounds start up again, but not by the frat's doing. Les makes up every excuse to delay his inevitable ascent to the attic. Once again, no light from the attic window. This is the last straw. Les takes a flashlight, rushing into the Palmer house. He smashes out the windows and yells that there's nothing in there. 15 minutes pass since his tirade. The others are worried. The pledges despised Les. Perhaps they took their revenge too far. They will search every inch inside the house to find their 4 comrades. No sign of life on the first floor. The second floor is all clear too. With no other way out, everyone must be in the attic. The fraternity opens the attic door to a horrific sight. Les Wheaton is babbling incoherently, hair turned white, skin wrinkled. The once fearless leader has aged 50 years. The police are called to the scene to escort the insane Wheaton out of there and find the 3 missing boys. Nothing. A week later, the town burns down this evil house. The fates of Henderson, Waters, and Arling remain a mystery to this day. The ghost leaps out, scaring the wits out of Wheaton. The mask comes off. It's DeWitt, a former pledge who Wheaton placed on the wall of shame. Sweet, sweet revenge. Having a laugh, he says he placed a note on the attic door telling the pledges not to signal out the window. So everything has an explanation, even if Les isn't happy about it, and made himself look like a total coward in front of his fraternity brothers and the new sorority. The still terrified Wheaton has to collect Henderson and Waters from the attic before they can all leave. As he climbs the stairs, the frat congratulates DeWitt on the realistic arm he threw out the window. He doesn't know what they're talking about. In the attic, Wheaton finds a trash can full of bones. The girls come out. It's pledge night for the All Ghouls sorority. Looks like Mona pulled a fast one on Wheaton after all. The house fills with the screams of frightened frat boys. House of Horror is hindered by the limits bound by the page. Les rigs the house with spooky stuff, sending in freshmen one at a time. As one boy is inside and the others wait their turn, Les openly talks about his prank. Perhaps that's not how I was meant to interpret the speech bubbles. He could be whispering to his buddies. But he outright admits his gags to Arling. I feel like the pledges had reason enough not to be scared. I enjoy the premise and love the mysterious ending. However, Wheaton's hazy portrayal made for a distracting read. Blocking actors with a camera on set allows more freedom over cramming the action into tiny panels. The house's interior receives ample screen time, which we want in a tale titled House of Horror. Bob Gale was Crypt EP Robert Zemeckis' writing partner through the Back to the Future years and before. He used his time as director to play some horrifying hijinks on the frat boys. The pledges are a trio of familiar faces: Jason London, Keith Coogan, and Wil Wheaton. They're smart enough to see Wheaton's gags, but still feel something isn't right. Too bad none of them were spared. Of course, Pledge Master Kevin Dillon took the hazing stereotype to the extreme. Even his brothers don't like him. The ghouls look like they're related to the ones from Mornin' Mess. This means there could be more out there. Maybe you know one without even knowing it.
Remember, pledges, eat every bite or you'll end up on the wall of shame.